feels like rendezvous. You know what to do. Keep your love for me only. I get high on you.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a spring get ready with me. Spring is right around the corner. I hope and pray. I know around me tomorrow we're getting a giant snowstorm. There could be like 14 to 16 inches of snow coming. I'm so sad. Like it's literally, what is today, March 6th? Yeah, March 6th. Like I'm over it. But I don't think this is going to be the last one. I think it's going to be this one, and then I think we're getting another one next week. A smaller one, but still snow. So, in hopes of channeling that springtime weather, I'm going to do a spring look. To me, I don't know, like you guys know me, like I love kind of like the same look all the time, just like tweaking it a little bit and like making it a little bit different, but I stick to pretty much like almost the same type of look. Like I like a very like lashy look, not a lot of eyeliner. I don't like to close my eyes any more than they already are. Like I feel like I have smaller, partially hooded eyes, and when I do like a deep dark smoky eye or like a heavy wing liner, like it really can close the eye. Sometimes I like a wing liner, but not typically. So I think I'm just gonna stick with that. I have my lashes picked out. I'm kind of doing this look around the lashes. This is what they are. They are called Risque by Coco Lashes. They're very heavy, very dramatic, but I'm hoping that these will look cute. Let's just play around and see, because I don't know, I'm feeling like I haven't been that inspired lately by new makeup. Like there's nothing that I've been like, oh my god, I have to have. Like, I don't know. Nothing's like grabbing me lately. Like I love, I don't know, the one thing that I would want to get would be the Amrezi highlighter. That looked gorgeous. Like that just looks like beautiful wet highlight that I would love to get my hands on. But that's like the only other thing that I really would want. Like I'm not into, I don't know, nothing's really grabbing me right now. I'm starting with some moisturizer. This is a Murad Skin Perfecting Lotion. I use this in the morning. It's like my daytime moisturizer, or like right before I put my makeup on. It's lightweight, oil-free. It provides shine-free hydration for blemish-prone skin. So if you have acne, this is really, really good. It just is a nice light moisturizer to get you through the day. I'm working on my skincare as well. Like you guys know, around this time last year, I was having terrible breakouts, and I finally went to like a dermatologist and we figured out a regimen that works for me. So I'm actually going to be doing a skincare video later this week. I'm not sure when this video is going to go up, what day of the week, but I'm sure if it's not up, it'll be up soon, and if it is up, I'll link it in the description for you guys. But skincare is hard. Like I had really good skin, and then all of a sudden, like one day, my skin just started flipping. Like it was kind of crazy. So I totally understand any skin struggles you guys are having. Like I had perfect skin in high school, like never had any type of acne. Like obviously like I'd have like a hormonal pimple here and there, but never anything like crazy. And then all of a sudden last year, I started breaking out like crazy. I mean like not normal breakouts, like a lot of them. Like 6 to 10 pimples in one area. And it was so weird. But I had been using Proactive before that, not because I had severe acne, just because I had like under the skin type of pimples. Nothing like big red, it was just like uneven texture is more like it, and I was hoping that the Proactive would kind of like help that, and I just liked the way it like made my skin look. And then one day I was like, I'm not gonna use this anymore, and I actually like I stopped using it for like a weekend. Like I forgot it at home. I went on like a weekend trip and I forgot it at home, and then when I came home and tried putting it back on, it was like my skin became allergic to it, which was really weird because I hadn't like not used it for a long time. It just took like a couple of days and my skin was like, nope, not for me anymore. So we ended up finding out that I have like a small like benzoyl peroxide allergy, which is funny because I was using it for this whole time, and then like I said, like one day I just woke up and was allergic to it. So skin is hard. I also struggle from eczema. I have KP, which is, what is it called? Not ketosis. Keratosis or something. It's like the keratin pilaris. It's not called keratin pilaris. It's called KP, like something pilaris. And it's basically like clogged hair hair follicles. I have it on the backs of my arms to kind of look purple sometimes and like bumpy. It's very, very common. They call it like chicken skin. I know so many people who have it, but skin is tough. Like I completely understand any skin issues anyone has. Like skin is no joke. So for primer, I just use the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I'm almost out of this guy. It's my favorite, just the original one. And then I use Pores No More Luminizer Primer in my large pore areas. Are you gonna focus? My camera's been weird lately, guys. I don't know. For foundation, I don't have a foundation that I've been like dying for, however, like high-end wise. However, from the drugstore, if you haven't tried this yet, you have to try the Maybelline Liquid Mousse Airbrush Finish Foundation. I broke the top off mine, but the bottle looks like this. It's like amazing. Like this is perfect. The finish is really beautiful. It lasts all day. Like it's a really, really, really great foundation. I used to love I'm trying to find my brush. I used to love the, like, what is it called? Matte mousse. Yeah, like the little, like, Maybelline had it in like a little jar like this, and it was matte. I used to wear that in like middle school and high school. That was like my jam. And then when I saw this, I was like, oh my God, I have to try. And it's amazing. I'm in the color 30 Natural Ivory, and it matches perfectly. I'm painting it on like this because I broke the pump. The top's completely broken, so I'm just putting it on like this. I'm gonna actually mix it with something else too. But, because this can pull, like the color's perfect, but if I'm not careful, it can pull a little bit too warm. So, I'm trying to basically like use up what I have. I also have some more of this Dior Skin Forever foundation. The color is 020. This is more of like a matte finish foundation. It's got a little bit more yellow to it, so the two together kind of just work perfectly. Yeah, you can see that difference. I love to mix foundations. Typically I don't like mix them on my face, but because the other one's broken, it is what it is. Sorry for the ugly like background too, guys. Like, really. I promise I will be redoing this room soon, but rent was just due and you guys know how that goes. Had to pay my bills first before buying extra shit, so okay. And then I just like blended in with the damp beauty blender. I like these foundations both blended in with either a beauty blender or a brush. It just like depends on what I'm in the mood for, what I have clean at the time. But you really can't go wrong with a beauty blender with any foundation, really. I think I may repurchase my Makeup Forever Stick Foundation. I really love that foundation. It's just beautiful. I like receive so many compliments on my skin when I wear that foundation. Like it's stunning. So I'm thinking that that will be my next foundation purchase, or shall I say repurchase. Yeah, it just blends perfectly into the perfect color. I have some eczema flaring right now, so my chest is, and I get it like around my neck too, so if my chest and neck is a little bit red, that's why. Okay, I think I talked about my grandpa's 100th birthday party. He's my great grandpa 100th birthday party coming up. That's coming up on actually St. Patrick's Day. And funny enough, Henrik was in the elevator one day, and our neighbor was in there, and he's talking to her, like, just because, like, you know, we're friendly in the elevator. And we found out that she lives directly below us, and she actually does spray tans. She like has her own custom spray tan business, and like, I don't know if I mentioned this already. I feel like maybe I mentioned it in a vlog, but anyways, she has her own like custom spray tan business, and like, she like travels. So I'm like, hey, she's like, if your girlfriend ever wants a little spray tan, I'll just come upstairs. And I'm like, perfect, because I really would love to get a spray tan for that party, or like just try it out, you know. And if she literally just has to come upstairs, or I even go down there, like, I don't care. So cool. Okay, I'm gonna use MAC Pro Longwear concealer. I almost said foundation. Concealer under my eyes in NW20. This is very similar to my skin tone. maybe one shade lighter if you can see. It's not too terribly light as compared to my skin. But I like to use this and then brighten up with the Tarte Shape Tape because my Tarte Shape Tape is too light. I can never get the right shade in that. Too many options. Just kidding. But like, I can never get my shade right. And then I layer the Tarte Shape Tape right on top. This is in the color Fair. That's probably why it's too light. It's in the lightest shade. And it just adds like a brightening effect. Because it is so light, I just add it right here, like a little. Sometimes I even like to let my under eye concealer sit for a minute. That's how I feel like you get the most full coverage out of it. And I found that out like in the most random way. Like I just was like doing other things and let my concealer sit a little bit too long, and then I went to blend it out and it looked like stunning, like the best it's ever looked. So I'm gonna let it sit for a minute to set just a little. Like you don't want it to dry obviously on your skin, but just to get a little set to it before you blend it out. Like it just looks gorgeous when you blend it out and let it sit for a minute. Like don't be afraid to let it sit. Not for too long, but just for like a couple of minutes. Maybe like a minute and a half. Also, did you guys hear that Beyonce and Jay-Z are coming out on another tour? They're doing the On the Run tour, part 2. I want to go see it, maybe. I saw Beyonce when she was doing I Am Sasha Fierce. That was my first ever concert my parents got for me when I was 16, like for my 16th birthday. She was playing it, I think it was Mohegan Sun. And I took my best friend at the time and we went and watched Beyonce. It was so fun. Okay. Now I'm going to set with the Airspun Extra Coverage Powder. I'm not looking forward to this snowstorm tomorrow. It's so beautiful out today too. It's like 50 degrees. Like, why? So I have to run to Target before it starts because I need dog food. And I have like dry dog food, but my dogs are being bougie as fuck and only want to eat wet food now all of a sudden because I spoiled them. So, whoops. Gotta go get more wet food. All right, now that we have our base done, I like to set the rest of my face with some of the Airspun powder too. I never used to do this, but then as I started doing it, like my skin just looks like flawless. This really gives your face like a flawless appearance. I don't put too much. I literally use like the lightest touch and just like swirl it around in the cap and then just lightly dust it over my face. And it just looks like beautiful. To do my eyebrows, again, I have been living for just like brow powder and brow gel. This is the Brow Gel by Tanya Crooks. Has 3 shades in it. I use a mixture of the dark one and the light one. I typically start with the dark one and I don't go too far in. Here, let me bring you in. I don't go too far in with the dark. I just kind of start at the bottom and work my way out. I've been letting my eyebrows get a little fluffy lately. I just like it. And then focus it more on the tail and arch. Thickening it. I just feel like brow powder looks a little bit more natural, not as harsh. I go back and forth though, because like sometimes I literally like live and die for a pencil and then I'm like, let's switch it up. Okay, that's basically all I do with the dark, and then I'll just like blend it up and out. Again, I really like just like a natural looking brow. Then I take the lighter color, the medium color, I guess, and work on the front. So I'll put this at the bottom. And then I move my brush so it's like this, so I can do hair-like strokes at the front. Like that. And that's basically my eyebrow. Nice and natural, but it still looks defined. It still looks pulled together. And then I'll put some brow gel in it. That's it. It's super easy. Anyone can do it. And they just look natural and together. Now, I've been using 2 brow gels, which is a little extra. The first one is by Maybelline. It's Brow Drama in Deep Brown. So this one has a color to it. And I focus this in the front of my eyebrow. So just right here, and I brush the hairs up. Just like the first quarter of my eyebrow. Up, 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 up. I love it. I love the bushy look. I don't know. I'm just feeling it right now. I love it. This may be crazy to some of you, but I love. Okay. And then I will take the clear brow gel, which is also by the Brow Gal by Tanya Crooks. And then I run this basically just through the rest of my brow just to blend everything and make sure that it stays in position. That's it. Those are my brows. Fluffy, natural, I love. All right, so now as far as eyeshadow goes, I'm thinking I'm just gonna use bronzer in my crease. I like to do this sometimes when I want more of like a natural eye. The bronzer I've been using lately is Laguna by NARS. This is a Stephen Klein palette. Yeah, I don't think it's available any longer, but they sell each like one of these pans individually. So again, the bronzer I'm using is Laguna. I had a giant one, I don't know where it is though. I'm just gonna put this in the crease. I feel like spring is just all about like glowy, light, girly makeup. At least in my opinion. Okay. Just like a little light something in the crease. Even if you like don't want to put eyeshadow on, if you add a little bit of bronzer, like whatever bronzer you're using to your crease, it just helps to tie everything together. Okay, so I'm gonna put Stila Kitten in my, on my eyelid. I love these so much. These are the Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadows. Mine's mini because I got it in a set, but I love these so much. I would recommend these to anybody. They're gorgeous. And typically, well, I always put concealer on my eyelid because I have dark circles up there, but I like doing that anyway just to like prime it. Okay. And then I like to let those sit for a second, and then I will kind of go back in and soften this line and just make it blend. I love these liquid eyeshadows. They're so beautiful. I hope you can tell the light's not blowing them out, but they're so gorgeous. Okay. And I like to just take the same brush I use in my crease and blend everything together a little bit. Make sure that there's no like sharp line, unless that's what you're going for, unless you want like a cut crease. Make sure there's no like crazy sharp line or jagged lines from your crease to your eyelid. All right, so now I'm going to curl my lashes. I'm probably gonna add a little bit more eyeshadow, but I wanna put the lash on first just to see like where it lies. So I'm just gonna curl my lashes a little bit. This is like I have a half lash curler. It just works better for my eye shape. Okay, I'm gonna throw on a little bit of mascara. Barely any, just so I can get them dark so they're not like covered in eyeshadow and powder. Sorry if you hear my dog, he's chewing on a bone behind me. Charles is. All right, let's try these lashes. I'm gonna do it off camera because my camera keeps overheating, so I'm gonna save the power. Okay, lashes are on. These are beautiful. Like literally I have not met a lash from Coco Lashes that I don't like. Like honestly, obviously they don't know who I am. I'm just telling you this because they're literally amazing, like, and they're really affordable. So again, these ones are called Risque and they're stunning. I'm gonna show you the packaging in case you want to get them. Coco Lashes Risque. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, so I'm gonna move on to some bronzer. I actually kind of just like the eyes like this. They just look really like light. You can still wear this out in daytime, like I love. I am gonna put my nude eyeliner in my waterline as I always do. This is like a staple, everyday staple to me. No matter what look I do, I always add a nude eyeliner. Just because I feel like it opens up the eye. I don't know if you can tell that much of a difference from this one to this one, but the waterline just doesn't look as pink and dark. There we go. All right, now I'm gonna do bronzer. So I am gonna use the same Laguna bronzer that I put in my crease. I've been loving it lately. Back to it. I love when I like rediscover things. Sorry. I love when I like rediscover things in my collection that I'm like, oh my God, this was so amazing. And then I use it again and I fall right back in love with it. It's just such like a natural, pretty bronzer. I love bronzer on the forehead. I just feel like that really warms the face up when you put it on your forehead. So in my BoxyCharm, I got 3 little brushes by Crown Brush. I love Crown Brush. This one looks like this. I'm gonna try this one out for contouring. Looks like a pretty good contour brush. It's pretty, it's like dense, but still has some mobility to it. Some of the hairs are already shedding though. All right, let's try. I'm gonna use the contour kit or the contour color in this palette right there. I believe this one is Paloma. Yeah, it's called Paloma. It's pretty dark, so I'm not gonna use a lot of it. Just a little. I don't like this brush. Sorry, I don't like it at all. I'm gonna switch. Where is my MAC one? Here it is. Okay. Should I cut underneath my cheekbones? I think I will. I haven't done that in forever. I'm gonna cut underneath my contour with the Airspun, just not a lot, just like just a little to sharpen it. All right, let's work on some blush. These lashes are so beautiful. I want to say they were under $10. I'm pretty sure they are under $10. Pretty sure. Okay, for blush, I'm going to use this blush right here, which is called Blasphemy. Oh, this is NARS, a NARS palette, by the way. I don't know if I said that already. I love NARS blushes and bronzers. This is pretty. Very pink and spring. Oh, that's so pretty. It's so like spring. I'm gonna blend some of the powder I put under here out. I don't like to let it sit too long. I don't want it to be too harsh. Just a nice little like cleanup. Okay. Oh, I love this. It's so like girly and springy. I'm gonna do lips before I do highlight just because I don't know, I feel like lips really pull it together and then the highlight is like the finishing touch. Okay, so for lips, I'm gonna line my lips with NYX or NYX Nude Beige. I want to do like a pretty soft nude, like almost like a pinky nude maybe. And this is like a nice light brown nude lip liner. I'm just outlining them, and then, so I'm going to use this palette. It's called the Ish palette. I got this in my FabFitFun box, but it has like all these colors in it. I typically don't like lip palettes. Like I was very hesitant to even use it just because like I said, I really typically do not like a lip palette, but I'm going to give it a try. I'm thinking this color right here. Let's see. They're very smooth feeling. Oh wow. Actually, I'm impressed. I really was not planning on being impressed. I really typically don't like them, but these feel like quality lipsticks. Oh, that applied so beautifully. It's like a really pretty like peachy nude. I hope you guys can see the color. That's actually beautiful. Feels really comfortable. It's very creamy, but it's almost like a satin. It's not too shiny, but it's not matte. So I'm gonna do my highlight now. I don't know what this is. I want to use this Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in the color Illuminati. This is super glittery, but it's also really pretty. You need like the littlest bit of it. But first I'm going to lay down kind of like a base, which is Mary Luminizer. This is like an oldie but a goodie. I love this highlighter. It's so pretty. Like, there's just so much glow to it. Oh, like it's so pretty. And then this little Diamond Glow powder. Let's add it on top. Ooh, okay. Yep, that's intense. Oh, that's a little bit too intense for me. That is a glow though. Like, look at that glow. So pretty. If you ever feel like your glow is too much or just like dim it down a little bit, you can always take like a face powder. I'm using the Too Faced, I don't know if you can see, Too Faced Primed and Poreless. Mine is literally like basically gone. I'm just gonna dip my brush into those little crumbles. And then you can just kind of like go over the highlight a little and it will just dim it down a little bit. Make it look a little less hello, like crazy. If you're not going for that look, you know? I'm gonna spray my face with the Cover FX Illuminating Setting Spray. It's such a fine mist. It's so pretty. It just really helps to take the powder look away. Oh, all right, so this is it. I'm gonna give you a close-up of the eyes. These lashes are stunning. Like, beautiful. I love the glitter and glow from like the Stila. That's literally what it's called, glitter and glow. From the Stila liquid eyeshadow. So beautiful. All right guys, so that's how the look turned out. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you have any ideas for me to create as far as like makeup or fashion or anything that you want to see, leave it in the comment section down below. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a great week.